You're not sorry. You're just sorry because you got caught.
Meron pa.
Wala na, okay na. Feeling ko,
There's consequences.
kung nasasaktan ka dun, I'm sorry.
Pinapati natin yung joyride mo.
Okay, so I'm going to show you the full video in a second, but stick around until after, which I have to tell you guys some things that are very important if you're planning on dating somebody in the Philippines. Let's watch the full video first.
Yeah.
Guys, ito yung ano yun.
Feeling ko prank yan. Totoo wala akong tiwala sa'yo.
Apin mo.
Feeling ko talaga prank to. I swear.
Parang.
Nag-effort pa talaga siyang magbalot.
Oh no, binalot ko yung kahapon.
Ano to?
Parang.
Nakakaya nun, pinaghirapan mong balutin eh. Kailan.
Kain mo na.
Puta,
Look at this
alam
food.
ko.
Wait till you see the.
Combo?
No.
Ano ba to? Sabi na prank to eh. Ano to? Para saan?
Kain mo. Kain natin.
Sino ba to?
Anong habol mo kay Vinz?
Ay, putang ina ka. Sined mo kay ano to, no? Kay Eva.
Ang habol mo sa akin?
Ang inang niya. Ayoko na. Uwi na ako.
La service. Sa foods.
O hindi. Sinabi ko yun sa kanya. Kasi ayoko ng issue. Gusto mag-end.
Wait lang. Meron pa.
Wala na, okay na. Feeling ko yan na yun eh.
Eh no? Saturday pa lang. Nung bago pa kayo mag-swimming ng boyfriend mo.
Sabi na eh.
Diba? Ayun.
Wala na, ayoko na.
Date araw-araw sa BF.
Ayoko na.
Tayo ka ngayon.
Alam ko ng ganyan yan, nararamdaman ko na eh. Dapat sinabi mo na lang, hindi mo na pinrin something.
Di ko na ano?
Kaya pala nagbe-video ka, pati kanina. For what?
Alin?
For what purpose?
And?
Wala,
Bakit
for
mo
what
to?
purpose eh?
Bakit ginagawa
Wala
mo?
na, okay na eh.
Ba't ginagawa mo nga ako?
Hindi kita ginagugin.
Hindi mo ako nago.
Hindi.
Sumulat sa pool. Sabi mo sa akin, wala kang jowa. Diba?
So, ba't ka nga nagbe-video
Tapos
ngayon?
wala kang, anong work mo?
Anong purpose mo dyan?
Anong work mo?
Anong purpose mo dyan sa video na yan?
May ibang purpose.
Ano nga? Para saan?
Gusto ko malaman na rin ang BF mo.
Para nga saan?
Bakit? Gusto ko malaman ng BF mo.
Okay.
Sa akin, alam mo, wala na sa akin.
Okay na.
Di ako, kita
Ayoko
mo,
na.
di ako galit. Hindi, gusto ko tawagan mo yung BF mo ngayon.
Ayoko. Pero hindi ibig sabihin yun. Pwede mo na
Sana,
sirain.
before mo gawin yung mga ganyang bagay, mga kademonyang ganyan, sana isip mo yung may mga ganong possibilities, consequences sa buhay. Di ko makataka sa mga nag-cheat niyo, tapos pinapost.
So, yun nga yung gagawin mo.
Di ko alam. Kahit nasa 50-50 pa rin talaga eh, actually. Ang gusto ko na talaga purpose, malaman ng boyfriend mo.
Sobrang lala kasi ng gagawin mo, Vinz.
So, di mo lala yung ginawa mo.
Malala sa'yo. Alam mo yun?
Wala sa patimbangan.
Alam
There's
ko,
consequences.
kung nasasaktan ka dun, I'm sorry.
Pinapati natin
Kung-
yung joyride mo.
Kung napasok ka sa relationship namin, sa away namin, I'm so sorry about that.
You're not sorry. You're just sorry because you got caught.
Kasi nahuli ako.
Diba? Tama.
Kaya nagsasorry pa rin ako.
Hindi ka sorry. Hindi ka sorry. Nakita ko sa matang. Hindi ka sorry.
Ano bang gusto mong sabihin?
No, wala. Alam ko kung ano lang yung sincere. Sa hindi. Wala akong hinihiling na mag-sorry ka.
Wala kang hinihiling, so binibigay ko. Okay.
You're not sorry.
I'm so sorry sa nagawa ko sa'yo.
You're not sorry.
Ilan mo?
Sige na. Mag-isimba pa ako. Pagdadasal kita.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So last.
Unless.
Last.
Kaya nga. Kaya nga. Bye. Ano mo natin?
Wala lang. Tinitingnan lang kita. Kasi ngayon lang ito nilbira.
Ito yung last time. Thank you. And sa mga ginawa mo. Sige. Nanti ka pa nag-worry mo kanina pa. Sige na.
Pinagita ka.
Ha?
Gusto mo na tayo hug last time?
No.
Wala na talaga.
That's your last time.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Wala ba tao dito? So, update na lang tama.
That is wild, and she got caught with her hand in the cookie jar, and by cookie jar, I mean the other guy's pants. So, it's very important you're aware when you're dating somebody in the Philippines, there are laws against revealing their information or trying to harass them or actually embarrass them online. Here's a lawyer's response to exactly what we just saw. The lawyer said this post is to inform everyone that social media is not a tool to expose cheating. So, content is now circulating online showing a man putting his girlfriend on blast. He uploaded screenshots of their private chats, disclosed her identity, and posted a confrontation video where her face is plainly visible. His reasoning, that someone who cheats deserves to be publicly called out to learn a lesson. From a legal standpoint, that reasoning fails. They are not a husband and wife, only dating. Any emotional injury he claims is personal and does not amount to a legally recognized harm that allows public humiliation. Even with marriage, shaming a partner online is not a remedy recognized by law. Being hurt does not translate into a legal right to disgrace another person. Invoking, quote, discipline or lesson teaching does not make the act lawful. In criminal law, what counts as intent. Motive is generally beside the point, and here the intent is evident, to embarrass and shame. Potential legal liabilities include, first, cyber libel, posting defamatory content online against a private individual. 2, Data Privacy Act violations, publicly releasing information without consent. And 3, cyber unjust vexation, deliberately using social media to harass, humiliate, or cause emotional distress without legal basis. This bears repeating. The woman did not commit a crime. She is not married. There's no adultery, no concubinage, no criminal offense. Unethical in the eyes of some? Maybe. Criminal? No. The boyfriend did not expose a crime. He committed one. What he labeled as moral accountability is, in law, nothing more than public shaming carried out through social media. In the end, he will be accountable for his actions. Wow, that is very, very important. Keep that in mind, because if you're in the Philippines dating somebody, listen, people cheat. A lot of people cheat. It's not something uncommon in the real world. Is it right? That's up for I mean, obviously it's not right, but people have a different definition of cheating as well, right? So that's why it's important to communicate. No matter what, always communicate with your partner. What do you consider normal? What do you consider crossing the line? What do you consider cheating, for example, right? Is it okay to talk to multiple guys while you're dating? For me, no, not even, it's not even a question, right? But some guys might be okay with that, right? Also, like, you have to be sure that you trust the person enough to go ahead and want to spend the rest of your life with them, at which point then adultery and marriage, that's a whole different like field over there. But if you're just simply dating, it's important not to do this, because you might think, you know what, she deserves it. You might be coming from a place of like extreme pain, just hurt, and you want her to feel the same way. Maybe you make a video, you secretly record her, and you post it online. But guess what? That can have significant consequences, because you don't want to be blacklisted or wait for a trial and be Vitali's cellmate. Okay, so keep that in mind, because that dude is still in prison. He hasn't had like a time to be heard. I mean, technically he's an immigration holding facility, but we all know what that means. He ain't going nowhere. So all that aside, the point is, do not disclose people's information. Do not go ahead and embarrass them online or try to cause humiliation. That's not the right way to do it. Now, leave your thoughts down below. What do you think of this? Have you experienced something like this before? Because these days, revenge can be had different ways, and a lot of people actually, they can't handle it. So let's say you're thinking you're doing something because payback, for example. She cheated on you, and all you're doing is releasing those text messages to everyone to see, maybe her Facebook friends, but you don't know if she's emotionally stable enough and can maybe overcome this. Some people, they do bad things to themselves, and you don't want to be the cause of that and have to live with that for the rest of your life. Of course, still, this woman is in the wrong. I'm not trying to defend her in any way, but as far as legally goes, you have to also be aware of the law, because ignorance to the law is not an excuse. I did not know some of these things and what is considered privacy or public information or what's considered normal in some countries may not be normal in the Philippines. Philippines, just like many other Asian countries, they're big on saving face. So you cannot be embarrassing people publicly without having some kind of repercussion. So that's it. Of course, this is not just about the drama. As always, I'm trying to give you guys some information, some things you can use, some tools to have when traveling, living, visiting the Philippines, so you never end up on any of my videos. If you guys want to see daily content, actually, I've been trying to say this forever and I keep forgetting. Check out my second channel, Asia Now. I cover daily news from around the Philippines. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal, and a Happy New Year.
In this video, I'll tell you about Philippines Tourism Secretary touts surge in tourism revenue, a Chinese fugitive arrested in the Philippines, massive drone smuggling operation discovered in Thailand, and a couple of viral videos from the Philippines. So, you know, lately, I'm more geared towards what may affect foreigners, expats, tourists, stuff like that. So if you want to see some of that, check out Asia Now. I'll leave the link to my second channel in the description down below. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.